Winningest goaltender among U.S. born. 811th game tonight. First among active goaltenders. Opening faceoff sponsored by the Richard Harris Law Firm. We're underway from Madison Square Garden. Brett Howden in along with Mark Stone and Mitch Marner. And they're joined by Noah Hannafin and Zach Whitecloud on defense. So the Rangers lost here in overtime to Colorado yesterday. It's an afternoon game. Mitch Marner gains the line. He'll feed it back to Noah Hannafin. Shot on. Turned away by Quick as you take a look at our lineups tonight. Sponsored by Intermountain Health. Down low, here's Marner centering it, and Howden scores! Brett Howden buries it 36 seconds into the game.
Oh, what a great passing play to open this one up for the Golden Knights. Pressure in the offensive zone. There's the shot, but they get it back. Watch the heads-up play by Stone as Gavrikov turns it over. Stone gets it right to Marner, who finds Howden, and he goes 5-hole on Quick. Well, the Golden Knights, a great opening shift and an early lead as Brett Howden gets them on the board, the former Ranger.
Yeah, Brett Howden is a first-round pick of the Rangers. Vegas off to the fast start. JT Miller on the forecheck, playing in his 900th NHL game tonight. Played in his 400th as a Ranger a few nights back. Of course, he broke into the NHL. High pick of the Rangers back in 2011. Shot here from Trocheck, missed. And they've gone 3-2-1 since, and they had a real good comeback win here. The best home game of the season earlier in the week. Hurdle, a wrist shot, and blocked by Quick. I may have caught him in the mask. And McNabb holds it along the boards. Pass blocked but not cleared. Smith, the wrist shot. Save made Quick, up high again.
A lot of those are just bouncing off Quick.
Brandon Hagel of Tampa, top scoring defenseman for the Rangers 5 years in a row, and their second leading scorer this season. Wrist shot from the point from Hannafin, gloved by Quick, and he holds it. Whitecloud keeps it into the point. Zips it across to Hannafin. His shot off the inboards. Went by Quick to Stone, and a save Quick. Winding it up from his own territory. Into the zone door field. Backhands it back towards Hurdle, and a save Quick.
Cycling back, gets some speed. Then he makes the nice pass to Dorofeev that drives that middle lane. And you can see two Rangers puck focused on Dorofeev. That allows that wide open for Hurdle as he comes down, and Quick comes up with a big stop. As you can see, Tomas Hurdle can't believe it.
Trying to go stick side on Hart. Now in front, save made by Hart. Bang, bang play. Trocheck had the chance, set up by Sherry. Had Riley Smith, second game in a row, centering this line. Porzak, a wrist shot off the post, and Kolesar couldn't quite get there in time to bury it.
Chances, Keegan Kolesar looking for his first, and here he can't get to it. He's trying to avoid Quick, couldn't jump over him. As there's a look at the off the post, off Quick, and then.
And that puck was just laying there, but just out of the reach of Kolesar. Hutton lets it rip, save Quick. Rebound and a save again on Korzak.
The goal line, and Korzak another chance off Hutton's shot. The rebound as Quick comes up with a save. Wearing down the Rangers. We'll see if there's some pushback here from New York.
Stop two with this 5-game journey for the Golden Knights, and the second of 3 in the New York metro area. 9 points in a dozen NHL games for Braden Bowman. Up ice comes Brett Berard. A little give and go. Lava moving it down. Hook, Berard, a backhand, and a save Hart.
To play for one here early in the second is nice little pass as Berard cuts to the front. Hart stays nice and square, able to make the save. No rebound allowed. As there's a look at the chance for Brett Berard.
Panarin. Robertson straight away with a wrist shot. Blocked, and Zibanejad put it right through the crease. He had a lot of net to shoot at. Robertson shot blocked, rebound, scores. Zibanejad buried that one. On the backhand, he puts it in. His team leading 11th to tie the game.
I said the Golden Knights did this to themselves. Just bad puck management. Zibanejad eventually gets this puck. Here's his first one. Puts it under the pad of Hart, out the other side. Then more low to high. This shot banks around, and eventually Zibanejad able to chip that with the backhand. Past Carter Hart, who's been much busier. And we'll see if the Golden Knights can respond as the Rangers able to tie this 1-1.
Mika Zibanejad Miller on the move for the Rangers, feeding it down to Sherry, a backhand and a save hard. Connor Sherry in his first goal with the Rangers yesterday just had another good chance. Lafreniere playing it a little further. McNabb blocks that too. Now Lafreniere gets it back, trying to spin away from Eichel. Rotates it down to Panarin. And Panarin get up to his Lafreniere with a shot. Off the crossbar. And is it in? Yes. Unreferee waved it. The red light went on. Lafreniere thinks it's in.
Our angle up top that looked in to me as we take a look at this. Here's the shot, and he gets all of that. Yeah, that's off the back bar. Well, Lafreniere, they've been looking for him to get the offense going. 28 goals 2 seasons ago, dropped his goal output last year to just 17, but he makes no mistake on that.
Here's Miller. Walks into the circle. His shot, save hard, broke off, but a great save hard on Miller on the rebound.
The second and maybe his best save is the captain, JT Miller, gets his shot and then gets his own rebound. Hart moving right to left, able to stretch out that glove hand and makes a huge stop on that rebound. As said, good effort by Miller. Not only the initial shot, then diving for.
Smith wins it clean. Borzak, now Kolasar for Theodore. Kolasar rotates it down. Borzak put it towards the net. That may have caught a little bit of the pipe.
Nice job out high by Kolasar as he finds Korzak, who kind of sneaks down. Smith's in front. Yeah, that's off the outside of the post. So they had 2 posts in the first Golden Knights, and it's their first and the second. Great job by Riley Smith. The battle.
Hurdle were both in the neighborhood, and Trocheck clears. Now here's Cooley. He has time, short-handed, and Eichel racing back. Cooley put it on net, and Hart makes the save.
Back, little stick lift, but Cooley's going to get this puck anyway. Spinning a big save off the right pad of Carter Hart as this period winds down. And it's kind of the story. Carter Hart, terrific.
Only one power play in the game belongs to the Golden Knights, who are in the midst of it right now. The Golden Knights on the power play for 1:10. Theodore out top. And a move it to Stone. Marner swings in to keep it alive. No, he could not. Sherry blocked it. Marner shaken up. Sherry's got a breakaway and a save hard.
Rice trying to keep this puck alive. And he collides with Theodore. And slow to go back to the bench. And then a breakaway as Sherry comes in all alone. And a huge stop by Carter Hart. Well, look at the Southern Nevada Toyota dealers instant replay.
Bowman trying to fend off Brodzinski. Hanifin snaps it up ahead. Barbashev has the step. Here's Barbashev looking to tie it. Save quick on the backhand try from Barbashev. Golden Knights down 1. What a chance for Ivan Barbashev, and Jonathan Quick with a big save. Now here's Marner feeding it down low. Hurdle with a tip, and he tipped it just over the net. Stone tried to bank it in.
The last minute of play of the period.
1 minute to go in the third. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Golden Knights looking to tie it. Eichel a drive. Save quick. Rebound front. And Hurdle scores! Tomas Hurdle ties it with 52 seconds left.
With the long reach. There's a rebound. Stone knocks it back in front, and there's Hurdle. Able with the backhand as he swats it into the back of the net. Tomas Hurdle, a huge goal late here for the Golden Knights. Able to lift that up and over. Jonathan Quick has said play catch up high. It's a one-timer. And then Hurdle rebound. Well, another big goal from Tomas Hurdle up to third.
Time ticking off the clock. That's it. This time the Golden Knights get a little bit more of a conventional extra attacker goal. For the Rangers, they have 3 overtime winners. Gavrikov here just recently against Dallas, capping a big comeback from 2-0 down. And now Panarin. He'll gain the line. Panarin looking. Beating it down to Zibanejad and a save hard.
Well, the first shot of this overtime, and watch Hart get up against the post. A great job to get his body over there quickly. Takes away that short side. And you can see just squeezes as he hangs on. Doesn't.
Howden and Hurdle the goals for Vegas. Zibanejad and Lafreniere for New York. Howden wins this clean. Theodore banks it out. Set play. Eichel skating into it. Eichel has a step. Looking to win it. And he scores! What a play! Jack Eichel wins it with 8 seconds left in overtime.
Absolutely outstanding. You knew this play. Nobody's going to catch Eichel. Right back. Watch here. There it is. Eichel's just taking off. The Rangers can't catch him. That setup, the Rangers had to have somebody off the line, or that defenseman should have been more Robertson in the middle, but he was on the far wall. Eichel takes off, and how about the hands? Full speed, back to the forehand. What a finish by the Golden Knights. And Jack Eichel wins it.
Look at the reaction of Eichel